We have just finished Thanksgiving, and so of course that means that the Christmas season is quickly coming upon us. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Advent.
Hello and welcome. We are three families who come together to help each other grow in our faith, family, homesteading, and whatever else life throws our way. Join us on this journey as we sow and grow together.
So first of all, what is Advent for those who haven't even heard of it before? Advent is taken from a Latin word that actually means to come. So during this season, there's a lot of anticipation as we remember that waiting and that yearning for the coming Messiah. So Advent is celebrated with those 4 Sundays that come right before Christmas. So this year, Advent officially starts on December the 3rd. And during the entire Advent season, it's like we can feel that anticipation building as we're waiting for Christmas to come. A lot of people are familiar with like Advent calendars and things like that, but traditionally what's done during Advent is the lighting of candles and remembering different sections of scripture that kind of lead us up to the time of Christmas and the remembrance of the birth of Christ. So back here on our piano, you'll see that we have an Advent wreath going on. I don't have any garland around it right now. We just started pulling out stuff to decorate for Christmas. But each of those candles means something different. And all of the ones that are up on the wreath will be lit during different Sundays in the month. So on the first Sunday of Advent, we will light one of those purple candles, which is to represent hope. And it's often called the prophecy candle. So with the prophecy candle, what you are remembering is that anticipation, all of those prophecies that were given about the coming of the Messiah long before he actually came. A lot of people will read Isaiah 53 to remember what was said about the coming Messiah, what he would be like before they actually even knew him in the flesh. On the second Sunday of Advent, you light 2 purple candles. So one to still remember hope and prophecy, and the second one is for peace, and it's often called the Bethlehem candle. So with this one, we're remembering Mary and Joseph and their journey to Bethlehem as she is carrying the Prince of Peace within her womb. And it's really kind of building on that prophecy candle because again, you're kind of hearkening back to the things said about the Messiah and then realizing that he's about to be here as they are journeying to go for him to be born. The third candle that is lit is the one for joy, and it's actually going to be the pink candle. So you'll light both of the purple candles that you've already done and then also light the pink candle. And so the pink ones represent joy, and it's often called the shepherd's candle. And in that one, you would read the story about the shepherds when they heard that the Messiah had been born and they were told where they could go and find them. And so you are celebrating in the joy of the shepherds as they've heard that the Messiah, the Christ child, is finally here and as they're going to go and see him. And then finally, the fourth one is another purple one. It will be lit on the Sunday right before Christmas, and it is to remember love. It's also often called the angel candle. So with that one, we are remembering God's ultimate love in sending Jesus, his son, to be born for us. And in it, we're sharing in this anticipation that all of us still have as we are waiting for the fullness of his kingdom to be realized here upon the earth. And then finally, you might notice that we also have a white candle there in the middle. Not everybody does 5 candles, but some people do. So if you do, you just light that one on Christmas Day with all of the other ones as kind of like a culmination of all of it together, celebrating the birth of Christ. But beyond all of the candles and the scripture reading and all of that, really, I'm kind of going into this Advent looking at it as this transitioning time and a time of preparing my heart to really focus on what Christmas is truly about, why we even celebrate it. And so I'm kind of sticking with that thankfulness from Thanksgiving that we actually just celebrated yesterday, then kind of remembering to layer on all of these other things as we go through as well. That hope and anticipation, the peace that comes from knowing the Lord, that joy and the love of God as well, and allowing all of those things to kind of lead me into the Christmas season, and hopefully being able to do that for my children as well as we talk through all of this together as a family. So as we're getting ready to actually go into this season, a lot of us are kind of thinking about different traditions, things that we want to do with the family, how we want to be able to pass on what we know and and love to our children and create that like nostalgia in them and that joy during the holiday season. So we actually have a lot of content coming up on the channel that we have been talking about and planning together for us all to kind of talk about our different families, what we do, how we celebrate the holidays, how we get everybody ready for this season. And I hope that you'll tune in and join along. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more of our content, and I hope that you and yours have a Merry Christmas. Bye.